Hey everybody, I'm James, and so today I'm going to be doing a review of the Batman Superman trailer that is out and give my opinions on it. I know I've not followed Batman and Superman too much through any of the lore. They've been around since I was a kid. I followed them a little bit through the comics. I was more of an X-Men person and Marvel type person, but I am interested to see what the trailer is going to be like. So here goes.
Today is a day for truth. The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for. That kind of power is very dangerous.
Ben Affleck running through smoke, and he looks a lot skinnier, and I don't know what, his face looks different. I don't know what's up with that.
That's how it starts. The
You
fever,
let your family die.
the
Right.
rage that turns good men
Batman.
cruel.
Is that... Now,
This
I keep
Bat
going back and
vigilante
forth. Is
is
that,
like a one-man
Robert Downey
reign of
Jr.?
terror.
Not Robert Downey Jr., Jesus.
You don't get to
Iron
decide
Man.
what the right thing
Forgot
is.
what his name
Nobody
is.
cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
This means something.
Oh, it is.
It's all some
Robert
people
Downey
have.
Jr. It
It's
looked
all
like
that
him,
gives
the
them
butler.
hope.
Jesus
People hate
reference.
what they don't understand.
Or
Be their
Messiah
hero,
reference,
Clark.
rather.
Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't owe this world a thing. You never did.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? The devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left?
Oh, there you go. Right.
How many stayed
And thus
that
the
way?
Superman
He has
reference
the power
to the movie
wipe out
before
the
it.
entire human race. And we have to destroy it.
You're gonna have to destroy him. How are you gonna do it? Oh, the only fucking way you can. You know, kryptonite. Oh, Wonder Woman. I forgot about that. Yeah, Wonder Woman's a part of that list too. Yeah. And he wears the bat suit everywhere he goes. Oh, maybe it's not Robert Downey Jr. Never mind.
Black and blue.
Boom. So I'm
God
guessing
versus man.
the suit's got some kind of kryptonite, whatever,
Day
blah blah
versus
about
night.
it.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
The red capes. Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. Also Twitter, blah blah, Batman, Superman, all that great stuff, and the Twitter. All right, so my impressions for that movie. I'd say people are probably gonna hate me for this. I like Superman. I think he's a cool guy. I like all the powers that he's got, and I think, stands for justice. He's the good guy. And then Batman, I could mess your life up. I could destroy you if I wanted. I think that's cool. I think he has that kind of presence about them. I think it's cool. Oh, I can take these off. Sorry about that. I think that's fine that he has that kind of presence to him, that darkness to him. But I liked Batman. We'll see how Ben Affleck's Batman is. I have no idea how Ben Affleck got the role of Batman or who thought that was a good idea. Not because he wouldn't be a good Batman, and he actually was a good Batman. It might be that he is. But because, well, in the same case for Walter White, because I always forget Cranston, I forget if that's his name, the actor who played Walter White, the role he had before them, and I remember someone was saying they couldn't believe that they were putting him up for the role of Walter White. His previous role was Malcolm in the Middle, the crazy dad, and who was just all over the place and was kind of a wild card. But he wasn't wild card like, I'm a crazy wild card. It was more like, honey, did we forget the cheese? Oh, no. The cheese is here. You know, and that kind of, you know, that worked for Malcolm in the Middle, but I wasn't really expecting too much after that, so I'm not exactly sure what this is. In any case, it could be that this Batman performance is going to be unexpectedly good, which I'd look forward to. I'm obviously going to watch the movie. I'm going to see it. It's, in case you're wondering, because you can kind of hear it in my voice already, why I'm not completely sold on this is because of the same thing that it is. It's almost kind of representative of a Marvel versus DC, or rather DC versus Marvel, and why I say that is DC versus anything else. DC seems to be, and I don't know this for a fact, so I might be just talking out of my butt for a second, that it seems to be much more, not just simplistic, but very obvious into what these characters are. I'm Superman, so he's super, and he's a man. Okay. I'm the Batman. He's a bat. Okay. I'm Aquaman. Let me guess, something with water, yeah? Okay, I'm Birdman. Or if it's not Birdman, because I'm thinking of the movie and the TV series from Adult Swim now, Hawkman, right? Or something like that, yeah? And it keeps going like this. It doesn't stop, really. Blah, blah, man. Blah, blah, woman. Things like that. And they're very cut and dry. They're very matter-of-fact as they are. And they can have interesting origin stories, but compared to other genres, so like Marvel, or if not just Marvel, other people, for instance, Death Battle, I remember, they now have 2 videos about Superman versus Goku versus Superman. And the fact is that, spoilers, in case you haven't watched those, go on, watch them now. Don't continue, okay? Okay, I'm going to say this. So the thing about that is, you can't beat Superman. If you don't have kryptonite, you can't beat Superman. That's literally the one thing that they've always been saying. This is your weakness. This is the only thing that can kill you. All of a sudden, this isn't a man. This is a demigod, or if not a god in a person-like form, basically. So to call it man is almost not accurate, really. Even with Superman being that. Yet it's supposed to represent ideas of justice and morality and all this great stuff of looking out, defending other people, making sure they have a great life and all this fantastic stuff. Yeah. So that's one point of Superman. That you know how he's going to be weakened. Blah, blah, something from Krypton. That's it. You know? And there's no more creativeness after that. And I mean, you can be creative in the way that you do it with kryptonite, but all of a sudden you've limited your options to that. Think of the ways that you can kill Batman. They're virtually limitless. Why? Because he actually is a human. He's a man. That's the thing about that. And just like they had the death battle, Batman versus Superman, Goku versus Superman, Goku always loses. Why? No matter how much power he gets all the time, no matter how many levels of Super Saiyan he gets, because apparently beyond yellow there's blue now. I guess they're going through like a kind of spectrum of light in regards to heat or something like that with the hair colors. I'm not sure though. But it's just going to be that. And they came to the conclusion, yeah, look, Goku is a great guy, but Superman is not really a man. He's a god in a human-like form. And that's really where it's at. You're dealing with a godlike figure here. And for the Batman thing, I guess that's just where I'm coming from too. I'm not sold on it completely as being I know there's people who will love to watch this and say, "Oh my god, this is amazing." But it's just I kind of know what to expect from this. I kind of know that, well, everyone knows that they're going into a big movie spectacle where you see martial arts or some kind of fight sequence and a lot of CGI, yeah. And I'm betting it's going to be fun. I'm betting it's going to be a fun movie. The thing about it, though, is that it kind of really is the few attempts that DC has left in the face of more inventive, more, not pluralistic, but innovative ideas that companies like Marvel would have. For example, changing the ethnicity of different characters or changing the gender of different superheroes. Whereas all of a sudden you don't really have that with DC. You have traditionally follow-ups. So for example, you have Superman, then there's Supergirl, right? You have Batman, Batgirl, right? Aquaman, there's Aqualad too. Oh, but that's SpongeBob SquarePants, I think. And then you have is there an Aqua Woman? Aqua Girl? I'm forgetting if there is, or if there's an Aqua Boy, or something like that. But in any case, that's kind of how it goes with that. It's very simplistic, it's very cut, and this is what it is, now enjoy. And, it'll be fun for what it is. So, I will look forward to it. I am fairly sure Superman's gonna win. Call it a hunch. Or what I'm fairly sure of is that there's going to be a union because you kind of got a different bad guy. You're seeing that Superman and Batman maybe are just having a misunderstanding of who these people are, who they really are, And there's actual bad guys at work behind the scenes and all that. And Wonder Woman's in it for some reason. I'm interested to see what they do with Wonder Woman. Because this is, again, and why I have more interest in that, is that she's a character that obviously can have flaws, can obviously be beaten in combat, doesn't have just one weakness, has many that you can expose, but she has a unique set of skills that she can use. So she's an Amazonian warrior, and I'd be very interested to see how they play with that, or how the hell they introduce Wonder Woman to this. Because Wonder Woman kind of is left field for this topic. Let me be very clear about this. It's very left field for just simply bringing together two people who are misunderstanding whether someone's good or some bad, and it has to do with someone from another planet, an alien, versus someone who's a human and a multi-billion-dollar rich guy at that. To all of a sudden then bring a demigod, a literal demigod, not aliens that have superpowers that you can call demigods, but literally you go into the realm of the supernatural, the spiritual. So Wonder Woman, right? The realm of gods, all of a sudden being introduced to here. Now, it's not so uncommon. I mean, they did it with Thor pretty easy with the Avengers. But it's kind of from nowhere. And what I'd say is that this is kind of DC's attempt to be the Avengers, to make those big box office sales, because I forget what it was that I read, but I had seen and I had heard that they weren't doing so well in all other things considered. In any case, I look forward to it, and I hope that it turns out well. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer, and if you're going to go see it, and if you think Superman's going to win or not, whatever winning means, yeah? All right, I'll see you next time.